and see how they do. First time also with coaches standing behind them, able to talk during the games, in between the games, and let's get into it. The match I've been looking forward to all day, NRG in the blue, Vitality in the orange, a best of 5 for top 4, and a trip into day 3. Both will be into day 3, but a top 4 spot. You'll be one game away, or one match away rather, from those grand finals.
To me, this game, it doesn't come down to Justin versus Scrub or anything like that. It comes down to, does TurboPulsa hold the midfield versus how Vitality breaks out of their own hat? If he's able to lock things down, not let them get anything started, get some great chances in the hands of Scrub and KDOP, NRG are going to win, and Turbo stolen away, and there we go. It's a goal.
Straight in right off the bat. A little bit of a positioning mishap here. Everybody flanking off to the side, and put too much faith in KDOP's dribble. TurboPulsa against his old teammate KDOP slams it off his hood. First goal for game 1.
Great start for NRG, but it's a long way to go. If you know anything about Vitality, there will be plenty of opportunities that slip through the cracks that they can make you pay off.
There will be very precious few goals given away for free like that. The mistakes, there's few teams that are better than adjusting on the fly than both of the rosters that are currently on the field. So expect this match to evolve as it goes. Now Fairy Peak slowing this one down dramatically in the corner. TurboPulsa will demo him. Now Scrubkilla looking for a play. 2 Fenix here on the side of Vitality. 1 Octane. Against what I believe is the 3 Octane. Oh my goodness, Fairy Peak gets that one nearly in, but TurboPulsa denies again, and he's been all of the NRG action so far in game 1.
Again, that long booming clear, and Fairy Peak up so quick, but still just drilled through.
KDOP tries to play it out of his corner, and Justin moves in now the midfield. He'll beat one player, and it's off the backboard. He's up for it just to create confusion. Fairy Peak very loose in the sky, but nobody from NRG really in position to use that ball. TurboPulsa will slow it down in the midfield. Now Scrubkilla moves in, try and take over, get Vitality up on offense. As KDOP plays it into a corner, NRG will follow this one. Fairy Peak will win the challenge in the midfield, and now driving it to Scrubkilla, looking for the shot, but Justin denies him in the box.
Good pressure again. Vitality struggling to figure out how to crack NRG, and transition shot denied. Fairy Peak coming across the backboard.
Excellent infield pass and a great follow-up shot, but the defense holds, and now Justin pushing it into the corner once more. There's 3 minutes left to go here in game number 1, and Vitality have had a few sparks of offense, but they keep running into Turbo.
That is the key. Can he stop that transition?
Can he do it by himself? They've got the defense all amok, and Justin couldn't quite sneak it around that last defender. Garrett G now up, and he'll be beat by KDOP, and here comes the pressure. Fairy Peak putting it onto Turbo. He'll get in the way again. KDOP tries, but Turbo takes it off of his hook once more. Turbo has been exactly where he needs to be over and over again.
Oh, Garrett.
As Garrett is caught a little bit flat-footed. He just didn't challenge, hits his brakes maybe at the wrong moment, and it's a tie game.
Yeah, he definitely got stuck here. Justin preparing to play that ball. Scrub let it come down off the wall, which means Justin didn't have a clean approach on it, and Garrett G, you're dead right, just wasn't able to really understand how that play was unfolding, and definitely got stuck sitting on the goal line in an awkward position, and Fairy Peak went right behind him.
It went from a free ball for Garrett to a free shot for Vitality in a matter of moments. And now a tie game. Justin will play it into the corner. He's got TurboPulsa on the flank, and now he'll move in for the play. Garrett Justin up on that. Now Garrett G moving into the corner. Back to Justin once more. Lost it above the goal. KDOP moves out for boost and tries to Scrubkilla on the back wall. Now Garrett G to the box. Fairy Peak with a long clear. Response from Justin. Puts it back in the orange. Garrett G will beat Scrubkilla. TurboPulsa is up very early, and the small deflection will get it away from him. Now Fairy Peak on the dribble. Justin takes it away from him, but the pressure will continue. KDOP puts a little bit of like positional pressure, some zoning onto the ball, but no one else was really there. Things stalled out for just a moment. 1:47 on the clock, and it's a tie game. So both players going high.
Excellent read from Garrett G to get that ball pushed out of the NRG half, and this one definitely looking like both teams feeling a lot more themselves. It's been tough for both teams to really get quality chances, but overall Vitality starting to get the better of NRG and try and box them in.
Garrett G moving up. He's got KDOP beat here. Can he keep it up? No. KDOP adjusts in the air and finds Scrubkilla. The shot is wide. We're still tied up as we approach the final minute of this first game. KDOP alone in his corner. Response from Garrett G. Turbo looked for Scrub coming out of the net, but doesn't find him. Now just onto the backboard once more. Garrett G this time looking for Fairy Peak. Not going to find him, but Turbo pulls a shot just wide. And Fairy Peak emerges with ball control, looking for the dribble play. He's out of boost, but the counterattack will fly down. Garrett G's got a response. He finds Justin high on the wall. So we are into the final minute.
It was a fantastic push from NRG. Turbo buying a few moments for them to get ready. As once again, Vitality go for that long clear. Scrubkiller looking for a couple demos and a huge challenge from Turbo. Make it 2 to give them the free possession here.
Justin sends this high, and Scrubkiller is high in the air already. Follows behind this one, and they get 2 of them onto Garrett G. That's a lead for Vitality.
Yeah, Justin trying to do what he always does, keep that ball close and follow it up, but he realized he hit it too high, and he tried to run away because he knew. He saw Scrubkiller in front of him, tried to go back, but Scrub brought it down to Fairy Peak, and a wonderful pinch to take the lead late.
31 seconds remaining. Vitality takes a late lead. Can they hold on, or does Justin do Justin things? Fairy Peak will shut him down. Garrett G scoops it up at the midfield, now being hounded by the Frenchman. Into the corner here, they tried to set it up for Turbo, but no good. Scrubkiller finds is demolished, and now K-Dop on the far side is going to try and put pressure on Justin. He'll get the save, but can Turbo fly down the field with just 12 seconds left? He's got Garrett G to work with. There's the pass, there's the shot, and there's the goal! A tie game!
The thriller counterattack from NRG. Justin makes a big stop. Turbo Pulsa gets command, beats Fairy Peak with a great pass. And Scrub, you can be one of the best defenders in the world, but 128 Ks right at you is never going to be an easy one. And they tie it up.
Fireworks in game number 1. 9 seconds left in overtime on the horizon. Justin and Turbo will try to put it away right now, but a counterplay comes through. Vitality looks for maybe the doink pass backwards. Garrett G up here. He'll play it to this corner. They'll probably play to overtime. Fairy Peak tries to keep it alive, and now it heads into his own corner. Turbo Pulsa's got a demo, and K-Dop keeps it alive. Both teams happy to play for the spectacular moments, but overtime here in game number 1.
A good one. This is a great, I think this is the perfect descriptor of an appetizer for what the series can be.
No, and then he misses the shot. Scrubkiller tried to do it all by himself, and K-Dop just not quite able to read it fast enough. Not a sentence you say very often. Garrett G and Justin, both very aggressive and enthusiastic to attack the ball at the same time. Justin now into the corner. He gets a little bit of a fake of one. The Fairy Peak won't be so easily fooled. The ball remains in the Vitality corner for now. Garrett G trying to put pressure. Fairy Peak puts it high, but it's off the ceiling. That means Justin's got an opportunity. He's got a Turbo Pulsar to work with as well. Probably has his flip by now again as well. K-Dop will find one block. Now Garrett G up high. Flying action from NRG as they are happy to attack any ball anywhere right now.
They got to be careful they don't get hitting the ball too hard. K-Dop lets it go for Scrubkiller. And Fairy Peak, a great continuation, but it will die at the hands of Justin.
Garrett G now off the wall. K-Dop to the backboard, and Turbo Pulsa has the play. A response from Scrubkiller will put it back in the NRG corner. He looks for the second touch, but Justin changes the trajectory just enough. And then looks for the play in the midfield. Not quite there, though. Garrett G has to bail him out. Turbo Pulsa rotates into net.
Open space.
Garrett, then Justin, then Turbo as they advance across the midfield. Garrett G demolished. Turbo Pulsa lurks in the back line, not liking the look of this advance. Fairy Peak took it away, and Turbo Pulsa had the response.
Double commit.
Scrubkiller now off the ceiling. He has a flip, and he gets the pitch, the dunk of the century, and Scrubkiller wins the game.
That's the power of Scrubkiller. They get tied up with K-Dop because Vitality always plays so close to each other, but that's when you got to depend on the guy who gets the job done. Scrub knows he's going to have no help, and he plays the challenge beautifully. And Renault Vitality walk away with game 1.
That is a classic GFFB if I've ever seen one, as Scrubkiller absolutely obliterates NRG at the ceiling. The highest dunk maybe I've ever seen. Scrubkiller. We talked about the 3-time versus the 3-time. We've talked about the Titans versus the Titans. I also kind of want to bring up the Rookie of the Year, Justin, versus the Rookie of Rocket League, the 12-year-old of Rocket League, Scrubkiller. The 9-year-old wonder who had to sit by for seasons, for 3 years before he was able to play, and now here, hitting goals like that. The MVP, the reigning MVP of the World Championships from Season 7, wins Game 1.
There are a lot of similarities between Justin and Scrubkiller. Young talents that just have phenomenal capability to take any game into their own hands. And Scrubkiller is the one that stepped up this game. Justin actually, again, I brought it up maybe last season. One of his most valuable assets is the defensive side he presents, because Turbo Pulsa, yeah, he might be the guy in charge of trying to slow down Vitality getting started, but if it gets through, it's always Justin who seems to be in the one-on-one, the one-on-two, and he can always make a big stop. Unfortunately here, though, Vitality get enough chances on net. I think it was 11 shots or something, which is in stark contrast, because NRG is one of those teams that's known for always controlling the game. They don't let you take shots in the first place. So well done to Vitality to come out here, break them down, and get themselves plenty of opportunities.
Some very impressive goals from both sides. As both teams very similar on their sides of the ponds here, but Vitality with rings. And they've hoisted the trophy. Everyone on NRG looking for that for the first time, except for their newest roster move, Mr. Turbo Pulse, the 3-time. Turbo takes it out of the corner. Scrubkiller's got a response. He looks for this play by himself, but Justin will beat him on the wall and be able to break up Fairy Peak's control on the follow-up. Now K-Dop looking for his teammate. Blocked by Turbo.
I'm curious to see if Justin tries to pass the ball off a little bit more. There were a couple scenarios in that game one where he had some space to operate, and I just want to see him, because he's got that potential. Everyone will respect whatever he does, but a lot of the times he does take it on himself to try and make something happen. I'm not sure if that's going to work every time versus Vitality, so we'll see if he takes a little bit more advantage of his teammates here.
When you go up against, like, one of the things that Vitality has in their wheelhouse is all being three of the best ones players in the world. As the water pole comes through, Garrett G will put it in, and NRG's got a lead.
Excellent understanding from Garrett G on where this touch is going. He gets ready, and he's thinking about maybe he can drive up the backboard and pass it out, but then he realized Justin has another touch, and he's going to bring it down, makes the adjustment on his approach, and times it wonderfully.
That has been kind of the tournament meta. We've seen a few teams start to use that upper transition, the vertices, inner vertices. And there's another follow-up shot. My goodness, following the kickoff, K-Dop ties the game.
Nice answer here from Vitality. Justin just dominated on that challenge. And K-Dop, the gold standard when it comes to striking, able to beat the last man, and they will tie it up.
4:05 on the clock. An exciting first minute of game two. As Vitality was able to steal game one in overtime. NRG's got to look to bounce back. It's Turbo Pulsa. Made one touch, but wasn't able to follow it, and that gave Vitality time to play. And now Justin through the air, Garrett G, nearly finds the shot. Scrubkiller will find the save on the goal line. Now Turbo up again once more. Can he find the double tap this time? Oh, it's just too hard, and that one bounces off the ground and back up. And now a third shot. Justin will finally put it in. Just hammer after hammer. Finally the nails in the hole.
You're absolutely right. Just driving at these doors to see if they can smash a hole through. It takes them a couple tries, but finally one is fast enough and just away from the defense to finally get the job done. And well done, NRG not giving up on the play.
2-1, NRG with the lead again. And they hold on to it this time as Turbo Pulsa looks for a third goal. Scrubkiller gets in the way. Now K-Dop with the further development at midfield. Fairy Peak to put it on the backboard. K-Dop just has to get up and just put his car in the way. What a play. NRG couldn't even touch it.
And how about Vitality? They give up goals, but it just takes them seconds. K-Dop just reads the bounce off the ceiling. Justin knows. He jumped at that one thinking maybe Fairy Peak was going to shoot it. And by the time he lands, K-Dop's already shooting the ball. He's dead to rights.
That's kind of an absurd read. K-Dop's nearly underneath the ball. He's like, yep, I see where that's going to bounce. I've got this one, no problem. So a tie game again, but NRG already threatening once more. Both teams with the spectacular offenses. The defense has been confused. Justin looks for it, and Scrubkiller gets a block, but Turbo's here for the follow-up. Scrubkiller can't be there. NRG takes the lead right back.
Nice job from Scrub to stop the first one. An excellent pass from Garrett, but unfortunately, just not enough time to get himself oriented. Turbo Pulsa focusing on placement more than power, and gets NRG another one. But can you stop the instant turnaround?
I love the pace that these offenses are playing at. Just go, go, go. Send all three players. Trust that they all know how to half flip and wave dash back on the defense if needed. 3:07 left to go in the game. We've already got 5 goals. It's Turbo Pulsa up. K-Dop looks for the shot here as Turbo kind of made a bad play into the midfield. And now, rule number 1, no, Justin's not going to respect it this time. Turbo did it 2 times during the regular season, and the boos from the crowd. They're not happy about breaking the rules. Here's Garrett G into the corner to carry it out. And man, just the respect of Justin not being willing on this stage to do it. But they're going to get the goal. No, K-Dop recovers. Are you kidding me? The defense is insane.
That is karmic justice. You break rule 1, you miss your shot.
That's right. Well, he hit the shot, but the K-Dop's insane.
Great save.
Turbo into the corner now. He looks for a second one. The defense will find that ball, get it back across midfield. Garrett G with an attempt. It fakes out Fairy Peak. Scrubkiller underneath. Finds K-Dop. Another ball lofted in midfield. Turbo's airborne. No one really in a solid position on defense. K-Dop will move there. And actually the follow-up touch from Turbo played it away from NRG. Garrett G looks for a block on that second touch. Expected to be challenged in the air, but there was no one there. With 2:04 left to go, they're holding on to that 1-goal lead. A second goal would make them feel a lot better.
NRG making a couple of nice approaches. They know they're going for a lot of balls that are high in the midfield and realizing they're uncontested, and they're trying to buy themselves a couple extra moments whenever those scenarios occur. don't have much time to try and make an alteration to where you're going. They're always just saying, all right, this isn't going to amount to much, but there's the pass to Justin from Turbo, and they make that one count for a 4th goal.
What? Justin's passes to Turbo were insane, and then Turbo puts it right to him. He's like, here you go, bud, and Scrubkilla is just driving back and forth. Which direction's it coming from? I don't know. 2-goal lead for NRG.
It's a big insurance goal for NRG. I mean, with 2-goal differentials, they're one of the best at not giving up pretty much any comebacks at that point. So Vitality got their work cut out for him here in game 2.
Justin played out of his half. The kickoff went in favor of Vitality. Now down by 2. They won it in overtime, but the 2-goal lead. Overtime's kind of the door is shut for now. Justin now into this corner. K-Dop's got him beat. Fairy Peak will look to help it out. It's Turbo and Fairy in the corner. Pitches. Scrubkill is airborne against Justin. Justin's got the block, and K-Dop's not in a good position. Here comes the counterattack. Garrett G flying to the corner, trying to race Fairy Peak and Scrubkilla, but they'll get in the way. Block any sort of read he can put up with 1 minute remaining. Turbo Pulsa uncontested in this corner. Justin's up for it, blocked by Fairy Peak. But what does Garrett G do? At this point, slowing down the ball and forcing all of Vitality to play into his half. Smart play, the 2-goal lead. They can definitely play the clock right now.
It's an expert play from Garrett G as well. You know you're about to be in a 1-on-2, potentially more. It's a dangerous scenario, but you don't get antsy. You just read where they touch, make that first touch. And he knew he could let it come to him and buy time for Justin and Turbo to get back. And now they've wasted a good 20 seconds off the clock.
Scrubkill is touching the midfield, might be intercepted. Justin's got it onto the backboard, but he won't be able to get a second touch as K-Dop gets in the way. Now Fairy Peak back across midfield. Garrett G with the response. This one looks good, but Scrubkilla will find it out of the box with 18 seconds left. Unless this goal right here, this push goes in for Vitality, it's looking like NRG will tie up the series, in fact. They lose control of that one. Garrett G over the top of 1. Fairy Peak into the corner here, and Turbo Pulse will find the clear. That one will do it. Garrett G a second touch to put it high. And that'll be a 1-1, 4-2 in favor of NRG as they win game 2.
They find a way to equalize, and definitely an excellent follow-up to what was an enjoyable game 1 experience. Now it's NRG who turn the tables. They put up, what, 15 to Vitality's 7.
This was insane. Some amazing goals from both sides. Garrett G beating K-Dop there on the edge, but Scrubkilla gets the block, finds a second block, nearly no, but Turbo Pulse has got it. And I think the fans still maybe a little upset about the breaking of rule number 1. For any of the many thousands of viewers watching at home, the first unofficial rule of Rocket League is if you meet yourself head-to-head with somebody, you must maintain that lock until either one of you is demoed or until somebody scores a goal. And we saw that rule respected during the regular season. It's more of a community joke than anything else. But
indeed,
Justin definitely
100% community
not willing to
joke.
hold on to it.
The funny thing about it is that everyone who has broken it has lost that game. So NRG the first ones to break it and win the game. So.
That's right. Surmounting the curse. That is the power of this North American dynasty.
Yes, that's how that works.
We don't need the rules.
So Vitality going into game 3. I mean, you played a great game 1. It was back and forth all the way. You started off good here in game 2. Unfortunately, though, it was just they didn't have the pressure on NRG's net, the same level that they had in game 1. So you're looking at, all right, what are NRG doing differently? And the difference is the passes come out a lot more, not necessarily from Justin or anyone in particular, but Turbo was making a couple of great setup touches.
I love this series so far. This has been spectacular and so much fun. And when the rosters of this caliber meet, oftentimes it does feel like normal Rocket League just isn't good enough, and you have to really get back to that improviser's game. Who can pull out the spectacular plays? And both sides have had their moments. And it's been a brilliant show to watch as Garrett G finds a very long infield pass. Finds the shot, but easily blocked by the defense. Turbo on the far wall. Fairy Peak will go up against him. Ball now back into the corner. Turbo look for a second touch, but Scrubkilla will find it first. Justin underneath him. K-Dop with the defensive clear, and Garrett G now back to the midfield. Turbo Pulsa, smart enough to realize he was never going to beat Fairy Peak to that ball. Falls back and goes for the clear himself.
And you're absolutely right. Turbo did realize as soon as he saw Fairy Peak jump, he knew it wasn't worth his time. Unfortunately, Fairy Peak just didn't have the ability to make that adjustment. And that's what you were seeing NRG do as well. They realized, oh, I'm uncontested. I need to put this in a better place. Unfortunately, Fairy Peak not able to do so, and now we're just stuck in the midfield fighting for possession, and it ends up in Justin's hands.
Well, Fairy Peak gets up and blocks the first shot. Garrett G comes around, looks for a pass, but he actually overshoots his teammate. Now Turbo Pulse has to think defensively here. Very Peak's challenging him. He'll get the ball, and now he can move back up, but K-Dop wins a challenge as well. Now the ball dangerous in NRG territory. Scrub with an excellent read after jumping very early. Now K-Dop tries to move in. Justin will follow him over the top of Fairy Peak. Now Fairy Peak gets a wheel on it.
Oh, can he tip it?
And Turbo Pulse out to Justin. I can't believe they connected on that. The shot's not quite on target, and Scrub Killer will find the defense, but NRG still firing on all cylinders.
Operating at a thread's margin of success, though. A couple of these plays, they've come from a great distance away and just been able to sneak it past Vitality in a couple of key instances to hold on to the ball. And if those start going Vitality's way, NRG might be in trouble for a quick counterattack.
And the speed at which NRG is playing right now, they're having trouble keeping the ball close to the chest, and it's giving some space for Vitality to get in the passing lanes. A lot of their shots are coming from that midfield area, and it's nothing that this veteran roster can't handle. So 2:54 left to go. It's by far the latest we've gotten into the game without a goal being scored.
Slipped through Garrett G right there in the Vitality corner. They quickly had a 2-on-1 back the other way, and thankfully able to delay it. But it's a close call a couple times for NRG, but they're holding strong.
Got a few jumps out of Vitality's defense there. They're feeling scared. They understand how many times all three players have gotten shots out of NRG, but lucky for this time, it was only one player up on offense. Justin with a shot from midfield again. This one should be blocked by Scrub Killer, but he had to reach all the way from the corner. Now Fairy Peak. Everyone in the midfield trying to break into the blue. He'll get some help from, I believe that was Scrub. K-Dop comes through. Now Scrub Kill in the midfield. He's got Turbo Pulse a beat, but Justin off of his back walls got in the way. We're across halftime, still no goals. Garrett G demolished in net, but Turbo and Justin build a wall in the corner, give him plenty of time to respawn. He even spawns in the close corner, making it so difficult for them to sort this rotation back out. They handle it just fine. And the mind games. Justin's got it around. No block as Scrub Killer gets in the way.
But that's the power of the demo. It forces your teammates to plug the gap that was just created, and it was almost just absolute havoc with that close spawn. And you're absolutely right. That required some good communication and poise from NRG to get out of that cleanly.
Here comes Turbo. The corner, a demolition from Garrett. Justin too far back in the clear, very excellent. By a lot of time for the respawn. There's one player beat, another player beat from Justin. Fairy Peak will have it away. But Turbo Pulse on the far side. He'll look for Garrett G in the midfield. Infield pass blocked at the point of contact by K-Dop. An excellent play. The defense holds. We're still scoreless.
That's a quality read on defense from K-Dop. Get that strong pass out to the middle, uncontested shot, and K-Dop recognizing it near instantly to stop a wonderful play.
Justin into the midfield. Nobody really challenging the ball. Fairy Peak will finally raise his hand and go first. Turbo Pulse now tasked to carry this around his entire backfield. The Scrub Killer lurking on the wall, looking for the half rotation. He'll get the pass into K-Dop, and now the ball's into the box, but Justin's got lots of time. Fairy Peak has to play defensively. Final minute of game 3. Both teams with one game in the bag and looking for that second win. Nobody has gained an edge. Turbo with a miss. Fairy Peak with his high. K-Dop, he'll look for a counterattack, but he's lost control, and Justin's got some space and some boost to work with. Airborne high. Garrett G will get the demolition on K-Dop, but that kind of strengthens this back line for just a moment. Scrub Killer will get it out of goal. K-Dop's now there to make the play happen. This is to the side. Garrett G looks for the shot himself, just takes it. Scrub Killer will get the play. The shot was just wide.
Turbo just right down the middle. I think just letting Justin and Garrett G get ready here in the midfield. Unfortunately, Turbo doesn't have boost, which means Vitality might get the last shot at this if they can break through the midfield.
They'll try, but Garrett G on the wall, sends it in the midfield. K-Dop, he'll reach the far wall. Turbo pulses up. Garrett G's lurking for an opportunity. Justin will hope to pass it off of his hood, but no good. Overtime here in game 3 after extremely firework-heavy games 1 and 2.
The antithesis.
We've got a golden goal situation.
Oh, look at Garrett. He's just asking Scrub, are you going to panic? Try and do something and make a bad touch and just let it roll.
Strong pass play, but Turbo, can he find the hole? Fairy Peak will take a shot. Turbo Pulse gets demolished. Garrett G and Justin can just fly at the field knowing Turbo's coming in behind them. Garrett G now. K-Dop in the midfield. Turbo Pulse challenges it off of him. Justin slows down and trying to avoid the demo.
Turbo trying to get a piece of Fairy Peak on the back wall there, because if he did, it was going to be an uncontested shot.
Justin out of boost. He's going to be out of this play for a little bit. Turbo and Garrett G. Actually a double demolition from Justin and K-Dop. So we'll kind of reset things for a moment. It's the first minute of overtime. It's about to come and go.
Oh, aggressive. Justin.
Turbo pulls off the wall. Scrub Killer lofted high. Garrett G with a response. He'll look for Justin on the far side. Extremely elevated pass plays. Justin puts it across the box. Garrett G reaches for it and puts it underneath the defense. The two-man play from their own box wins the game.
They slip it through. Fairy Peak finally not in position to deal with the bounce off the backboard. He's made a couple of good reads in this game to get them out of tough jams, but finally just doesn't have the positioning to handle the bounce. It slips through, and NRG will win Game 3 and take a 2-1 lead.
2-1 lead, and again, best of 5 still here on day 2, so they are 1 away from a top 4 finish in Season 8.
And Vitality again held to just 3 shots on goal, and that has always been a hallmark of NRG. Sure, you might have one good offensive game, but as the series goes on and on, boy, did they just lock you out.
KDOP held to no shots. No shots and 5 saves, having to do it all on the defense there. And Vitality definitely was stuffed quite a bit. They had a few decent opportunities, but it felt like many of their best drives down the field, the ultimate shot went just a bit wide. It was never really that threatening. The follow-up could possibly be in the clear, ultimately neutralized that. But that opening attack wasn't threatening enough for NRG to really feel pressured. And the few moments where they really had what could possibly be a catastrophic situation with that Garrett G demolition, NRG's communication crystal clear. They sorted it out just fine.
Yeah, those were the real big hiccups that NRG had to handle whenever they were put under pressure, but it was always the ball in the corner, never really a ball uncontested off the backboard or a strong infield pass. It's just Vitality generally not being able to create enough space to get those opportunities going. If they want to win this out, they're going to need to get that offense clicking in some other manner, and usually that comes in the form of Scrubkilla making some incredible solo efforts, but it has been tough. Justin and Turbo and even Garrett G all have made some incredible plays on the defensive half. So Vitality, do you have the teamwork to get things going in the midfield with some strong passing clears or individual efforts? And most of the times it's yes.
Well, with Game 4 here, NRG 1 game away from a top 4 finish and being 1 game away, or 1 match away rather, from the grand finals. Turbo pulls and looks for a shot. Not quite able to find it. And with NRG, their whole struggle has always been that day 3. We did the math recently. They've won 1 series on day 3 at the World Championship ever.
It's generally never been a good showing for NRG, but
the big difference this year,
they've got a guy who's done it many times.
He's won more games on day 3, I believe, than anybody in existence, maybe, other than possibly KDOP. Garrett G looked for the dunk on Scrubkilla. Won't happen this time. Scrub still with the best dunk of the tournament.
Absolutely. He's going to need another one to get them started.
Yeah, oh my goodness, Fairy Peak nearly hits the backflip shot, but it's just wide. And again, you can forgive that shot for being just wide, but man, you need those. You need something to go in at this point for Vitality.
We talked about it many times in RLCS. Quick transition, and that's what Vitality need to get going. The strong, quick passing plays up the midfield and put NRG in tough spots on defense. It almost works there again.
Justin Company looking for the counter clear. Turbo over the top of 1. Garrett G now in the corner with a little bit of space, but getting crowded quickly by Fairy Peak. Justin, they'll look for Turbo, but Turbo just rotates in. Now Justin winning the challenge against KDOP. It's all up to Fairy Peak here on the backboard, but he's got a lot of space, and he'll find Scrubkilla. They'll 2-man rotate this one back into the blue. This Turbo Pulsar will look to duplicate that success with Justin, but this one's intercepted by KDOP, so ball constantly being pinged back into NRG territory. Turbo through 1, Fairy Peak over the top of that. Now here comes Justin again, but not really able to get the solid contact he wanted. Pressure was there, and now KDOP looking for Fairy Peak.
Not a good continuation from Fairy Peak. NRG makes a rare mistake on offense. Unfortunately, Fairy Peak not able to get the ball into a scoreable position, just straight off the ceiling, and NRG have had time to get set here.
Turbo Pulsar out of boost and missed that stop, so his teammate's a little bit stuck here, but the ball will kind of end up in his area, so he'll make a play on it. I believe he got the corner as well. Justin now moving up, looking for the solo shot, but Fairy Peak's got it away, and Scrubkilla's got a response. Fairy Peak and Scrub have been tag teaming the clears on defense, and Vitality's been able to keep NRG very quiet.
Yeah.
Both teams with very few scoring opportunities so far. Only less than 5 shots aside, and we're across halftime.
Feels like you kind of walked back into that game 1 initially until people started finding the net a couple times here and there, where everyone's kind of settled in and Both teams have had a chance to get a good look at the other, and KDOP with an excellent stuff and make it 2. Maybe Vitality have a little bit of time to get ready here and get this good pass into the middle.
Justin finally found a response, but that shot near there. It's Fairy Peak will put it to the far corner. The defense gets in the way. The shot's just not fast enough and not enough on target. Again, the crossbar getting involved with Vitality's accuracy.
It was, in fact, perfect, but the shot was too high. And that was that quality goal-scoring chance they needed that, unfortunately, the shooting let them down.
Now KDOP looking to do it once more, pushing across midfield. He'll easily get it past Turbo, but Garrett G this time as a response. He'll play to this cross midfield and look to carry it himself. Beats Fairy Peak, or Scrub Killer rather, in the air. And Fairy Peak misses in net. Now Turbo will try to get this goal all by himself up against Scrub Killer. Scrub Killer makes the block. KDOP now out of his corner. Garrett G's got a response. Justin very quiet in this game 4. Turbo Pulsa and Garrett G been doing a lot of the transitional contact. Justin with another miss in the net. Will be Scrub Killer across the field. Turbo Pulse is up just to kind of bring the crossbar down a little bit.
Again, it's just that delay game from Turbo Pulsa. So valuable. So let Garrett G and Justin get ready. And that one actually misses Justin's nose, and Turbo can't turn it in. That one pings off the bar.
And Garrett G with a follow-up. Scrub Killer's got a response. A counterattack starting to come through. Justin's up on the backboard and makes the play. Out to Turbo Pulse to the counterattack. Starting to develop here for NRG, but Fairy Peak with a lot of time. Garrett G over the top of him. Can he find his teammates? No. KDOP's got him shut down, but now out of boost. Justin will play to the corner once more. Scrub Killer kind of struggles with the bounce for a moment, but manages to hold on to it and get the flick. 23 seconds left. Vitality's trying to come alive, but not really finding the successes. Again, both teams' defense has just been stalwart.
Absolutely. The midfield line, tough for Vitality to break through later on in this game 4 than it was at the start. Pass to KDOP, but well off the mark. Looking at another 0-0 overtime.
Unless they can put it away right here. NRG with a bit of an opportunity, but no. Shut down in overtime 2 games in a row. 3 of our 4 games have gone to overtime between these neck-and-neck squads. Both absolute legends, not just in their regions, but in the world. It's Fairy Peak. Across the field, KDOP will just try to take a shot from his corner. Justin slows it down, baits in one, gets it over the top of Scrub. No, Scrub manages to get a wheel onto it, back to midfield, but Turbo Pulsa has the read this time. Now Garrett G moves up. Fairy Peak trying to move up on it. Justin's got the shot on the back. No one's home. Can he find this one? No, KDOP from behind the ball makes the save.
Unfortunate for Justin. Finally had a clean look at a backboard shot, but just didn't have enough in the tank and had to wait for it to come down, and KDOP took it away.
Garrett G with the pop at midfield. Turbo Pulsa will be the only one challenging. KDOP's got the counter, but Justin's got him red. Garrett G lurks deep in NRG territory. As KDOP will look for the crazy redirect. Turbo Pulse is up and makes the play. The first minute of overtime as Garrett moves into Vitality territory. Justin now into the corner as well.
Garrett definitely making Vitality think for a moment, but again, look at NRG. They all just ran away. They're like, nope, you can have the ball. And KDOP not able to sneak it past 2 defenders in the goal.
NRG 1 goal away from day 3's and the top 4 finish.
Tough ball here for Garrett.
Peak wanted to try, but Garrett G managed to get out of his own goal and make the save. Now Scrub Killer with the attempt, no good. It's Justin plays across midfield, just trying to clear it, give his team some breathing room to pick up boosts. A miss means KDOP emerges with control. He's going to kind of beat Turbo here a bit as well. Turbo managed to get back again and stall it out, so Justin has time to rotate. Garrett G has all the time in the world to try and read this situation.
Oh, here we go, one-on-one.
Commit. All right, KDOP versus Justin for the win. KDOP fakes him out and sends us to game 5. Vitality.
Turbo bought time on the side, but Garrett G not able to do it. Turbo trying to offer help, and KDOP definitely inside Justin's head. Got him to bite, and he just let it go right under. And KDOP will deliver a big goal, and we're going to 5.
Oh, my goodness. We brought it up a little bit earlier, and then I think we got interrupted because something spectacular happened, as seems to happen every 5 seconds in these games. But this team, Vitality, are not just 1 or 2, but 3 of the best 1v1 players in the world. If there's anyone I would put my money on to win a situation like that against Justin, it's literally just a 3-sided coin flip of that team. And KDOP shows it off with the brilliant fake, and that's 2 overtimes now that they have won to send us into game 5.
Indeed. NRG able to win game 3, but Vitality winning game 1 and game 4 in overtime. And so, I mean, what else would you expect?
What else would you want? If there was a series I could have picked today to go to Game 5, it's absolutely this one. And it's been spectacular stuff. The thing that I love about this series is that we have not had a single game that was decided on like, oh, that was silly.
Oh, they missed one.
That's the one that won the game. You know, like, man, that was a brilliant fake. We've had a great dunks. We've had some great just passing shots. Everything's been here today.
They have all been some well-earned goals for both teams, and more importantly, if you're looking at this from the perspective as a fan of Vitality, you see them put up 8 shots compared to maybe 12 total in the past 2 games. You're feeling good headed into Game 5, and NRG really would like to come out here and feel assured of a nice top 4 finish here.
Both teams, again to clarify, both teams are making it to day 3, but the winner of this gets to advance to top 4, skip the first round basically of quarterfinals, and be 1 match away from the grand finals and a chance to play for the World Championship. Game 5, this one will decide it all. 5 minutes of absolutely intense action. G and Justin there on the side. Fairy Peak. Clear it along, and TurboPulsar will try to slow this down, but now pinching in the midfield. Trumpkill has got Fairy Peak to work with. They'll go for the pass, plays that shot great, but Justin's got the block, and Turbo's got the clear. An absolutely immaculate offensive play, perfect placement, and Justin says not today.
Told you, it's that defensive value that goes so underappreciated from that young man in the NRG jersey. It will keep things tied at 0s, but a boomer of a clear from Vitality off the wall will force them to try and break out of their own half again.
Turbo on the side. RLCS now looking for the dribbles. This ball lofted high, and Scrubkill has got a read. Now coming back off the wall. Turbo to the corner. Demolitions in front of momentary 2v2 here is Turbo, and Justin will try to advance down the field. Turbo looks for the goal himself, but Scrubkill's got the block. Justin looks for the pass back across, but Kadoff will intercept. And now in the 1v1 against Garrett. Can he do it 2 times?
1v2.
It's not even a 1v1. He's got the dual threat, and Scrubkill scores.
Scrubkill came out of the bottom of the screen from where I was looking, and Garrett knew this was going to be a tough one. He went to the back post to give himself as many options as possible, but the shot too quick.
Well, with the angle of Garrett's car there, absolutely he's on ball cam. He didn't see Scrubkill coming either until it was too late. Vitality takes an early lead. Can they hold on to it? We've seen NRG tie this up very quickly already in this series. TurboPulsar airborne, he'll beat Kadoff. He puts it onto Justin's hood. Excellent ball control and good position here. They send the 3-man all the way. Justin trying to do it by himself. He gets it past 1, but Fairy Peak's got the block. And now Turbo back into the box, but Garrett G didn't commit. He knew Kadoff had that block. Now Scrubkill looking for a goal on the far side. Justin's got the block, a bit of a double commit, but Garrett G will hit that inner post, ground himself quickly. And now Airborne looking for a counterattack over the top of 1. Can he find the second touch? Turbo fakes out the defense. Oh my goodness, Kane up on the line's got the save, and they stay perfect for now. And the counterattack, no, Justin will block it, but the pressure's still on. Vitality looking for the goals. It's TurboPulsar will send this one long.
It's that good quick transition from NRG. The hardest part for them when they get those big clears is hanging on to the challenge after that. And unfortunately, the one time they break through, Turbo can't find the strong shot on the net. It's by a defender. It goes right at Kadoff.
Justin past 1. Kadoff's got him red from a mile away. Now Justin off the wall once more. He'll go for a second chance. Lure for Turbo this time, but Scrubkill is there. Garrett G tries to come in. He might actually have it. Is anyone there? It's just in. Garrett G hits the lob of the lifetime to tie the game.
Justin just tries to drill this one through the defense. TurboPulsar just trying to see if he can hit a defender, but it turns out it doesn't matter. All of Vitality drove forward to try and put pressure, and you're absolutely right.
It's like a 9-iron out of the
sand. Garrett just chipped it right over.
Let's go right there. That's perfect. 2:27 right here at halftime. Tie game, Game 5. Winner gets to be in the top 4 tomorrow in day 3. Gets themselves an extra bit of cash as well. Every win here at LAN earning you a little bit more. Oh. Into the corners. Kadoff plays this one high, and he'll try to follow his own touch. No one challenged him, so it'll work out. Scrubkill deflects it into the corner. Now Turbo will try to dribble this one out. Fairy Peak will challenge him, but it keeps rolling into the orange, and Kadoff will find it just fine.
It's dangerous that NRG wasn't able to sniff out the passing lane, but a bad clear, and Fairy Peak able to recover. Garrett G down the middle, and NRG will take the 1-goal lead.
Echoes of Fireburner ring in the air as Justin Justin does all the work, and Garrett just comes in to slam it home a second time. All the defenders caught on it. They respected Justin just a little bit too much, and they had no response for Garrett.
And how about a great job from Garrett G as well. Fairy Peak was right in his face. It's so easy to want to shoot that away from the two defenders in the net. But if he goes to take that approach, he goes right into Fairy Peak's car.
No! Fairy Peak looking to tie the game right back. Scrubkiller wanted to do a Garrett G impression, but just couldn't quite get there. Not quite close enough, and his two teammates right in front of him wasn't willing to commit everything to tie the game right there. He'll live to fight another day.
What a read.
He gets the read over the top of that one, but now two players in the corner. Kadoff knows he has to just bail on this. Their position is not strong enough. Now he'll try to challenge, but Garrett G gets the better of him. That one's on target. Fairy Peak has to make the play on the goal. Now Turbo looking to pass it out. Justin tries to make the play. Garrett G pops it high once more. Kadoff to the edge. Garrett G's there. Justin now up. What a play indeed as Scrubkiller extends it across midfield into the blue. Kadoff near the ceiling making the touches, but Fairy Peak no contact. 1 minute remaining. NRGs holds on to the lead, but a slim one. Vitality in a moment could tie this game.
That's the thing. Only down one. Vitality, no, they still don't have to really take too many risks for a bit of time. They just keep playing their approach. It's very possible they can sneak one through NRG with 40 seconds. You got 3, maybe even 4 or 5 looks at the net potentially.
They could definitely do it, and they're getting quite a few here over and over again. Justin makes the stop on the goal line as the shot was just not strong enough to get through the defense slightly higher. That was probably in. 30 seconds left, and NRG's looking for some insurance here. So they go the other side. Kadoff now straight onto the hood of Scrubkiller. With the trouble onto Justin, the bulldozer plays are starting to work, but no, they get it off to the side in time.
Now they're going to press.
And here comes Turbo. He's got to find his way back into this rotation as Garrett G sits in net and says go. 10 seconds left as the ball's lofted high. Vitality thinks about it, but Garrett G's out of the net now and firing. Scrubkiller with the long play down the field. Turbo pulls it, reaches and blocks. Kadoff is going to be up to Fairy Peak. Can he keep it in the air? It's towards the goal, just into the corner. Turbo pulls his gun up once more. Garrett G's got it away. Nobody stays in the net for NRG. They're just trying to get out and kill the ball. Garrett G over the top of 2. Scrubkiller can get it to the wall here. But that'll be it. No,
oh my goodness.
It's still alive. Do they get one more? Fairy Peak's got for it. This is going to be a long one for Vitality if they get it out of this corner.
Oh, but they're following each other.
Oh, there it goes. They tried their best, but NRG go to day 3 in top 4, rather. Oh my goodness, what a performance.
They sniffed it out there at the end, NRG. Vitality definitely started to get a little frazzled as it slowly started working its way back onto their own half. A nice job to try and keep it up as long as you can, but they eventually all floated into that corner. They just didn't have the follow-up as they tried to spread out again to give each other space. And Vitality will unfortunately not take the first seed out of Group A.
They don't take the first seed. They will not get the semifinal berth tomorrow. But I was talking to Garrett G before the match, and I asked him, which would you prefer, actually? Would you prefer to play in the quarterfinals and get a warm-up match to go into the semifinals, or would you prefer to go into those semifinals and not have to risk losing the quarterfinals? Because if you lose the quarterfinals, you are out tomorrow.
Yes.
And he genuinely looked at me and said, I don't know. I don't know which I would prefer. Because like if we could get like a 4-0 stop, that'd be wonderful. But if we could get into the semifinals, obviously that's better, and also there's more money there. So it's a hard decision. Obviously, he was going to play his heart out in this series either way. But it's kind of up in the air on which team actually emerges with the advantage tomorrow.
It's an interesting question to ask, especially a team like NRG, where they consistently come into land, and it's like, yes, they're one of the best teams out of North America. They almost always seemingly get that bye in the first round of day 1.
Yeah.
And there have been more than a few times where they've lost to the team that won that round 1. The Chiefs, the most notable one, that knocked them down to the lower brackets. So I can understand why Garrett's sitting here thinking, I don't know. But today, they come out with the win, and Vitality will have to fight through it tomorrow.
And what a win it was, too. That was an absolute pleasure to watch every single game. I mean, it's not often we have games that go 0-0 into overtime where I'm like, wow, that was fun, you know? Like, usually there's a little bit of like, okay, come on, someone hit the ball. And, like, these guys every goal was so spectacular. Every moment was wonderful. Yeah, that was my favorite series of the day so far, and hopefully we get some more. Maybe a rematch tomorrow. I don't know, but I know we had a great time.
Yes.
Can't wait to hear what the desk thought.